Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 4 of the FIFA 20 My Player Career Mode. And slight change of plans. We said we were going to come back for the Man City. So we were going to skip a month, essentially, try and come back for the Man City and Everton fixtures. But the idea is what I thought we'd do, because we might miss a couple of games in there that we get picked. So we're just going to play it from where we were. We're going to sim it together, go through it together. So we haven't been picked. He's playing Saka up top. It's annoying that they do that, but, you know, at least they're playing full-strength sides. So let's get this game simmed, and we're going to go through all the games we sim, and essentially I'm going to show you the first games that we get picked for. So we're out of the Carabao Cup, not the end of the world. If that was a league result, I would be very, very unhappy. But 2-0 loss to in the Carabao Cup, we're not going to lose any sleep over that. Okay, and the very next game is at home to Wolves in the Premier League. A decent side, but we're in the team and we're going to play the game. So let's get into this game against Wolves, and hopefully we can put in a strong performance, because one is certainly needed. Here we go. It's our second Premier League appearance, and it happens today at the Emirates as Arsenal take on Wolverhampton Wanderers. Here come the starting lineups. Arsenal first. Leno gets his place back in goal. It's about time. Maitland-Niles, David Luiz, Socrates and Tierney across the back. Chambers and Torreira in the middle of the park, with Pepe, Ozil and Aubameyang will play in behind the main striker, Sean Measures. And the Wolves line up straight away. It's Rui Patricio in goal. We have the back five, I believe. Doherty, Vallejo must be a new signing. Cody, Saiss and Johnny. Dendoncker, Neves and Moutinho in the middle. And Jota and Jimenez up top. Very strong. We may get a little bit of joy down the flanks. Early on in the first half, Aubameyang inside to Measures. He's lost the ball but won it back very, very well here. And why not? Measures is going to shoot. And it's not the best effort in the world. Launch clear from Patricio. David Luiz doesn't win his header, but Tierney picks up on it. Looks like Arsenal might be able to create a little bit of space in front of these three midfielders. It's Chambers. Chambers will find Ozil. Ozil will find Measures. A lovely touch from Measures. Gets away from the defender. Tries to shape it into the corner, but just couldn't get his shot off quick enough. But here's Nicolas Pepe. Will he find the feet of Measures? He does. Measures looking to go past his man, and you see what I mean about these defenders. They're straight in. They're tight as you dare. Ruben Neves flicks one out to this left-hand side for Johnny. Running at the fullback, Maitland-Niles finds the ball inside for Diego Jota. Turns his man well and offside, luckily. Keeping good possession, but struggling to create anything from it. Tierney wins the ball, though. And now Aubameyang is an option. We're an option. Tierney finds us. We're going to turn inside. Now Mesut Ozil's the option. Mesut Ozil gives it back. We've tried to get past the defender. We've got past him. Measures, and that is absolutely atrocious. I can't believe it's just happened. Where's the finesse finish? Open your body up. He's just sliced right across the ball. Unforgivable. Unai Emery not happy at all, and nor am I with that effort. Back out to Johnny. Wolves probably had a good 15 minutes of possession without us even touching it at the moment, and it is an Arsenal ball now. It's Ozil. Finds Torreira. Puts one over the top for Aubameyang. Now we need him to open his legs, but he hasn't quite done that. Can he find the cross? He does find the cross. Measures is there to challenge the goalkeeper, but a good punch. Aubameyang wins his header, but he's only found the Wolves defender with it. Playing around with it at the back. It's a dangerous game, but they've got five at the back. They're passing it around us very, very well at the minute. We're chasing shadows, and Wolves keep hold of the ball until the half-time whistle. It's been a disappointing half again. I wish I could record a decent game for you guys, but I don't seem to be able to. Every time that I play a game for you lot, I don't know if it's because I'm doing live commentary and it's kind of taking a little bit away from my game, but even all the AI around me, they're not playing very well at all. And at the half-time whistle, it's Arsenal 0, Wolves 0. Let's get straight into the second half. Raul Jimenez drops on off to Dendoncker. Now Doherty on this right-hand side. It would just be nice for Arsenal just to have 10 seconds of possession. It would be absolutely beautiful. And maybe here comes that 10 seconds of possession, albeit in our own box. It's Maitland-Niles, Chambers. finds Measures. Measures turns his man, looking for a bit of space in the middle of the park. Now Mesut Ozil gives it back again. We've got options in Aubameyang down this left-hand side, who gives it back to Measures. We're going to look for Ozil's feet. Ozil finds us again. We're going to try and put one into the corner. Ozil, and that is a big, big chance for Mesut Ozil there. Probably, definitely should have put us one up. My curled effort to the top corner looked like it was going straight down the middle of the goal. Terrible effort from me. Ozil's there to pick up the pieces, but cannot convert the chance. Kieran Tierney with the ball on this left-hand side. Arsenal trying to put pressure on, but we're really struggling to compete with Wolves for some reason. Ozil, Pepe, out to Maitland-Niles, who's been the biggest embarrassment of the day so far. Everything he does, he just runs into trouble. Ozil to Measures. Looking for something on the edge of the box. He's found some space. Measures, and he's put that just wide of the post. A big chance, and Measures' shooting has just been embarrassing for the last couple of games. Really, really close effort there, but close isn't good enough. Leno pumps the ball forward. Measures wins his header. My strike partner not there to do anything with it, and I've got a feeling we're just waiting for the ball to go out so that we can make a substitution, but it's not happening yet. Here come Wolves. Raul Jimenez into Moutinho. Raul Jimenez, chance, can't miss, doesn't. 1-0 Wolves. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely fuming with what I'm seeing from this team today. It's disgusting, exactly the same as in the last episode. For some reason, we're not playing very well at all. We can't get the ball off this team. We can't do anything. We can't create nothing. They're so tight. It's so difficult. But it looks like it's my teammates that are struggling. I can deal with it, but it looks like they're struggling with the same issues that I'm struggling with. And a lovely finish from Raul Jimenez, and it looks like we're probably going to lose at home to Wolves, which is completely unacceptable. And that makes the score Arsenal 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. Maitland-Niles inside to Measures. Oh, Measures has turned his man really well. Can the other centre-half switch on? I don't think he can. Measures straight at the goalkeeper. Terrible, terrible shot. Didn't even see if there was a pass on, but we really should have done better with that chance. And now Ozil comes off, and it's Lacazette to replace him. Can that little bit of firepower from Lacazette change this game for Arsenal? It's Guendouzi into Measures, who finds Maitland-Niles down this right-hand side. And it's a clever little ball from Maitland-Niles, and a lovely little turn from Measures as well. Can we find the ball across? We can, Lacazette! And that's the equaliser. Arsenal have found the equaliser. Why are we running off celebrating? I'll never know. Get the ball, man. We need to get a winner here. 1-1 is not acceptable. But an instant impact from Lacazette there. Clever little ball inside from Maitland-Niles to me. We managed to turn our defender very tightly there. And luckily that ball got across to Lacazette, who managed to slot that ball. He's never missing from there. Not a striker of his calibre. And that goal makes the score Arsenal 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. Okay, not long left on the clock, maybe just a few minutes now. Can we create anything extra and maybe go and get this winner against Wolves? It's Doherty down the right-hand side. He goes all the way back to the centre half. I think they'll be quite happy with a point here, if I'm completely honest, and we will really not be happy with a point at all. It's João Moutinho, 3 minutes added on time. Raul, good tackle from Guendouzi, but Raul, this is half the problem here. We tackle them, but they always manage to wriggle free and keep the ball. And the referee blows the final whistle, and what could have been absolutely disastrous has been slightly saved by a last-minute Alexander Lacazette goal. Assisted by myself, Sean Measures, and we're just going to have to live with the point. Wolves certainly a good side, but Arsenal won't be happy with that. And the final score, Arsenal 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. Okay, so after the match, you can see we got man of the match. No idea how. I thought we were average at best. We've gone up to a 74 rated striker now, which is always good. It's going to help us. 33% shooting from us, 2 shots on target, 4 off target, no goals. 80% passing, which is probably my lowest acceptable limit there. But a poor result, not a terrible performance. Okay, game day done. Another poor result. We really need to pick up the performances. We really do, especially if we're going to climb this league table. Train and done. Like I said, we are a 74 striker now, but we move on to the next game in a day's time, and it's Crystal Palace. And we haven't been selected for it, which I'm not surprised about. It's an evening kickoff here, and this is a big 3 points for Arsenal. Ceballos playing up top, Saka in behind him. What do you expect? It seems to just be Arsenal that's broken. I don't know why. I turned the transfers off so that he can't make any signings in the first window. Maybe he just feels like he's short of a striker or two, and that is why he selects the team like that. I kind of hope we don't get in the team against Vic Guimaraes, and we haven't. But again, this is a massive 3 points. We must beat them. At least we're playing Ozil and Lacazette in their right positions this time. And because of that, we win 3-0. Comfortable 3-0 win against Vic Guimaraes there. And that's going to do us no harm in the Europa League whatsoever. And another 2 days to the Leicester game. Fixture congestion, big time here. And I can't see us getting picked, but we have been picked for the game away to Leicester, and that is going to be the very next game that we play, and this is a big chance for us. We've got 2 in 5. If we can keep scoring, keep playing pretty well, I think we can keep our place in this Arsenal side. And without any further ado, let's get into this Leicester City game. Here we go, it's Premier League action, and for only our 3rd or 4th start in the Premier League this season, we travel to Leicester City, live from the King Power Stadium. And here come the lineups. Leicester City first, Kasper Schmeichel in goal. We have the back 4, Pereira, Soyuncu, Benkovic and Chilwell, Chowdhury and Didi and Tielemans in the middle. And then Albrighton, Vardy and Maddison are your 3 forward men, a strong Leicester City lineup. And now your Arsenal lineup, it's Bernd Leno in goal. Back 4 consists of Maitland-Niles, Holding, Socrates and Tierney. Midfield duo of Guendouzi and Torreira. Good to see Guendouzi getting a start again. Pepe, Ozil and Aubameyang will be the 3 midfielders behind the main striker, Sean Measures. Combining, looking for an option now. It's Tierney, looks for a run from Measures. A great ball, good first touch as well. Soyuncu keeping up with us with no problem whatsoever. Now we're going to look to put a cross in the box. We do. Pepe gets there and Pepe strikes the post. Unlucky from Pepe. A great cross from Measures and a big chance for Arsenal to take the lead. Ricardo down this right hand side for Leicester City now, running at the Arsenal back 4. Tierney steps in a little bit too early. Now it's Chowdhury in the middle of the park. Drops one back to Pereira. Plenty of space in there. Chowdhury now turns into the 18-yard box. Gets his cross in. Far post. And that's struck against the goalkeeper. Far too tight angle for him to make anything of that. The ball with Chilwell on the left-hand side. And I have worked out it's just impossible to get the ball off them. And it's actually not making for a very good experience. And I don't know why it's so different to what it is yesterday. And a chance now, Vardy 1-0, of course. It's always going to happen. They're far too good. They're far too good. I want it to be difficult for me. I don't want it to be as difficult for my AI. My AI should be as good as Arsenal are. They should be dealing with the likes of Leicester, but they're not. I mean, real life Leicester, big problem for Arsenal, of course. But on this computer game, you know, our players are rated better. We're the better team. We should be doing better, but we're not. So there we go. Little bit frustrating, but a big chance for Leicester that they take, and that makes the score Leicester City 1, Arsenal 0. Chance for Leicester here in Maddison on the edge of the box. Tries to turn. See what I mean? Holding won the ball there, fair and square. But just because it's on ultimate difficulty, I think they've got boosted stats. So it's very difficult. Pepe with a lovely ball through to Measures here. What's the first touch like? It's okay, but it's not going to take us away from our defender. We've managed to we've managed to get clear of the defender. Turned him. But the ball across was terrible. I mean, the Arsenal player's run was just terrible. He shadowed the defender's run. I could never get it. I couldn't get it behind him. Couldn't get it in front of him. Corner kick for Arsenal. Can we create anything here? Corner comes in. It's extremely deep. A waste of a corner. But it looks like going to be Arsenal to take this ball on. Throw in for Arsenal. It's Torreira. Ball inside to Ozil. Ozil gives it back. I didn't want it back. And that looks like the half-time whistle. and a very poor half. I'm toying with the idea of dropping it down to legendary difficulty is the one below. The only difference that I heard with legendary and ultimate is the fact that on ultimate they boost their stats, so they're technically better players than they actually are, whereas the one below legendary is exactly the same, but they're still just as tight on ultimate. So I may drop it down, but I'll try that off camera and hopefully have an answer for you by the next episode. So at half time it's Leicester City 1, Arsenal 0. Second half starts here, and the game is proven to be a real ball ache. We just can't get the ball off them, and when we do, someone's not on the same page as us. And look at that. That's the distribution we're working with compared to the absolutely perfect distribution of Leicester City. Now it's Nicolas Pepe, Guendouzi. Pepe puts one out to Maitland-Niles. Guendouzi inside to Ozil. We're trying to be an option, but you just can't find any space. Wherever you go, the defensive midfielders just completely shadow your run, and then you get a shoddy pass like that. So it's near impossible as a player on ultimate difficulty, which normally I wouldn't mind. I would certainly look at putting it back up to that, but I need my AI to actually compete, and they cannot compete. They're not good enough on ultimate difficulty, because I think everyone essentially gets a +2 to every stat, essentially. So here we go. Arsenal pushing forward. It's Mesut Ozil. Finds Measures, and Measures is going to get tackled because the defence are just so good. So Benkovic is now coming like Virgil van Dijk. And you just can't cope. I'm rated 73, for goodness sake. I'm not even good enough to be in the team. But here we are trying to compete, and we just can't. Ball forward for Leicester City now. Poor touch, but Albrighton keeps it in because he's +2 better in every department. So he's not Albrighton. He is a really, really, really good player. And a chance now, Vardy nearly to make it 2-0. And good save from Leno. 10 minutes left on the clock. It's Leicester coming forward, and it's just same old, constant possession, zero end product, but at least they have a chance at an end product. It's Dennis Praet inside to Vardy. Tielemans hits massively, big save from Leno there to keep us in the game. Great strike from Tielemans, great technique, the shot always rising, a really comfortable height for Leno. You'd have been disappointed if he'd have conceded there. Ndidi, Dennis Praet. We're going to have to put some pressure on the ball, because otherwise it's just pointless. It really is at the minute. You can't get the ball off him. I've said it time and time again, because I don't know what clips I'm going to use, but you can't get the ball off him. Full-time whistle goes. Leicester 1, Arsenal 0. Embarrassing performance again. I don't know why it's going so bad. When I'm playing off camera, I'm having a lovely time. The gameplay looks fluent, it looks fair, it looks good. But playing on ultimate difficulty with controlling just the one player, I don't think is the way to go, because essentially all of these Leicester players have all got +2 to most of their stats. I don't know if it's all stats. So then my Arsenal team, not me, the other 10 players, they can't handle the +2 on everyone. I can. I don't care if I get tackled, but we need our players to shine. So I think we're going to drop that difficulty down maybe to legendary. Not for me, but more so for my teammates. Okay, after the game, so we lose 1-0. Poor performance. We had one shot. It was about our only chance. The rest of the game, it was all possession from them. Probably rubbish to watch. We will get this sorted. We will get it sorted. So bear with me. I thought I did my research. I thought ultimate difficulty was the one, but apparently not. Passing 62%. That's not even close to good enough. It's not even acceptable. Very poor performance from us. 6.8. We need to improve. Okay, so the end of that game brings the end of the episode. We're just going to do a quick training session here, and we're also going to change that difficulty just so you guys can see me do it, so that you're aware for the future that this is what the difficulty is going to be on. I will have to do some testing on legendary difficulty just to make sure that it's all okay. I don't want it to be too easy for me, because I think ultimate difficulty is perfect for me. My players can't shine. They're struggling. They can't get the ball back, even against ordinary teams, even against poor teams. Not so much commenting on Leicester, but yeah, we are struggling. So let's have a little look and see when we're going to be coming back for the next episode, and yeah, things need to improve massively. So I think we're going to skip past the Southampton and the Europa League game, and probably now our decision is to come back around the time of the Man City Everton game, which was when we were going to come back for this episode. So what that gives me a chance to do is play a few games off camera, which I didn't get a chance to do before. And with those off camera games, I can try it out on legendary difficulty and see if there's any difference. See if it creates a better game experience, really, and so that I just get a feel that there's a balance to it, because even though I want that challenge, we should still be dominating some teams. We're Arsenal. We can knock it round better than most teams in the Premier League, and I want that to show. So that is the plan. So we're going to be coming back for the Man City, Everton, around that time anyway. I'm sure we won't get in for them games, but we might get in for the Brighton or Bournemouth or something like that. So we're going to end the episode there. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you all sticking around and supporting this new series that we've got going. So glad the new update has been done and all the teams are playing their strongest 11. And it just makes for a much better experience, especially when you're playing what is a dead game mode in FIFA. Player career mode is completely dead and forgot about. So thank you very much for watching, and I shall catch you in episode 5.